I have to tell you, it has been more than a minute since we've had this young lady in, and a lot has happened in your life. It's Francesca Battistelli.
Hey, it has been a minute.
I'm trying to remember the last time we talked how many kids you had.
It's exactly where my mind went, and I don't know.
Yeah.
3 or 4?
Wow.
Probably.
Holy cow. Well, a lot more's happened in your life than I thought. That is crazy.
I know.
Well, this is great because we got Franny in, and, she's an amazing artist, obviously responsible for a bunch of my favorite songs. You might know her as Franny from the Block, kind of like J-Lo. You should have used that. That would have been really great.
That's a good one. I should have.
But now you can add actor to her resume. You're going to be in the new God's Not Dead movie, We the People, and I'm dying to find out how that came about. Okay, so what happened? How did you get into a movie?
I still don't know.
Okay.
This is a great question. We started filming like January 17th, and I think they called me January 1st and said, hey, we think you're perfect for this role. Can you be in Oklahoma in 2.5 weeks?
Okay, now what made them think you were perfect? Had you ever acted before? Had you,
Well, that's the thing. I have, but not a ton of film and nothing that they knew about. So they were taking a risk. I was like, what if I'm terrible? But, I think I did okay. I had a tiny role in the film Woodlawn. My buddies did that film.
I was supposed to be in that movie.
Were you really?
I was, and I couldn't I was traveling, and I couldn't, mine was
That's
a tinier
hilarious.
role than yours.
I don't know.
For sure.
That's funny.
But yeah, so I missed that. I missed out on being in that. I was so bummed.
See, we could have been in a movie together.
Co-stars.
Co-stars.
How great would that have been?
Co-starring Franny and Wally.
Well, Wally and Franny.
I wanted the two.
It could go either way. So you're in this movie. They say, okay, we want you to be in God's Not Dead, We the People.
Yes.
And I would assume you jump at it because it's fun. It's a different animal.
Yeah.
But is it that much different from what you do, like shooting music videos? Was it harder?
I mean, that gave me a little frame of reference, but it's way different.
Yeah.
I mean, being in the music industry and kind of knowing the ropes for, 14 years or however long it's been, and then walking onto set and really having no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Be like, what words are they saying? Like, I didn't know the lingo. I didn't know the just sort of what a day looks like. They feed you one time.
Yep.
For like 30 minutes. And, the music industry, you eat like 100 times a day. So I was like, this is why Hollywood is skinny and angry, because they never eat.
Did you have your own trailer?
I did.
Okay,
I
good,
did.
good.
Yes. I mean, it was smaller than this room,
That's
but
okay.
it worked.
But it's your own.
It was my own.
Yeah.
No, it was so fun. Like it was definitely a stretching experience. Like, I don't know how to do this. I hope I do a good job. And those are good to do because, when you are used to something, it can get a little bit like, I know what I'm doing. But this really forced me to go, okay, Lord, please don't let me mess up.
Okay, now was the character you were playing, was the character similar to any part of your life at all? So you could at least draw on that to make it easier?
Totally. When we first got the script, my husband was like, you're not going to have to act. Like, she's a homeschooling mom. She only has 2 kids.
Who tells me how to do everything.
And, she really cares about freedom and standing up for her right to educate her kids the way that she sees fit. And that's really what the film centers around, is this idea that that's being challenged and how she reacts to that and how the other characters react to that. And
Did you homeschool?
We do homeschool.
So you got that dialed in.
Yeah.
How is homeschooling in COVID? Did you guys just sit back and take a victory lap?
Well,
because like everyone else is like, this is so hard. You're like, we call it Tuesday.
Yeah, seriously. Well, no, actually, we were one of the families that started homeschooling during COVID. But I was homeschooled, and it's something we've always wanted to do. And so it was sort of that push that we needed to finally say, okay, I know you've been telling us to do this, Lord, let's just go for it. And so it has felt like it's a big blessing. I mean, it's an adjustment, and it's definitely there's transitions to it, but we've loved it.
So now you're in a very small group of Christian artists who have acted in a movie. You've got Joel Smallbone, you've got Michael W. Smith, you have myself. I mean, I don't want to really talk about who brought this up. Did you bring this up? I can only imagine.
Talk
Whatever.
about it. Oh yeah,
not
of
important. So do you want to do more of this? Like, did it stir something in you where you're like, you know what, that was really fun. It's a different skill set.
Totally, I loved it. It was so much fun. I would love to do it again. I will just pack my own snacks.
Okay, yeah, bring your own thing to your trailer. At least you got a trailer.
Yes.
I'm really happy for you on that. Okay, so here's what I want to do with you. I think it's important. If you're going to be in this new world, you have to know about the industry, okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to give you 5 questions about Christian movies.
Oh, gosh.
And hopefully you will know these, okay? So here we go. Question number 1. Never leave your partner behind is the slogan for what Kirk Cameron Christian movie? It was one of the biggest ones at the time.
Fireproof?
Fireproof is right. Nicely done. And did you know "Never Leave Your Partner Behind" is not even a slogan? It's the Army says "Never leave a man behind."
That's funny.
Yeah, and so they just were like, "Never leave your partner behind." Like, okay,
It works, sure.
Not really. That was one I thought they were pushing it. Okay, here we go. Question number 2: if I used synonyms, okay, for this next movie, what is the movie that I would be describing?
Okay.
Battle closet.
War Room.
War Room. Nicely done. See, you should be in this business.
I want to make a movie called Battle Closet now.
I think it would be great. You should do that, starring Francesca Battistelli. It works.
Yes.
I still believe it's the true story of this artist's life, even before he got giant muscles and tattoos.
Jerry Cam.
You didn't even hesitate. Oh, you were born for this. Okay. Which of the two brothers from For King and Country traded in their Australian accent for an American accent in the movie Priceless? Joel Smallbone.
Yes.
Absolutely right. Yeah, Luke was the behind-the-scenes guy.
That's right.
Joel was the face. That's got to be frustrating if you're Luke. But for Joel, he's got the look.
He lives for that.
Yeah, he does. He does, actually. I've never seen that guy not wear a coat, like a dramatic coat somewhere.
A dramatic coat.
He has a dramatic coat everywhere he goes. I love him.
That's true.
And finally, in addition to being in the movie I Can Only Imagine for about 3.4 seconds, what other distinction do I hold with that film? Is it A, I was the only DJ in the movie, B, I shared a trailer with Dennis Quaid, or C, I have the last words of the movie?
Oh, I can't remember.
Mm-hmm. Probably because you were so riveted by the performance.
Riveted by... Do you have the last words? No. Yes?
Yes, I have the last words. Nicely done.
Thank you.
I got to close out I Can Only Imagine.
What were the last famous words that I've just momentarily left my brain?
That is a fantastic question. I believe it was, my line was something about we're not a religious station and we're not religious by far, but believe it or not, this is a Christian song, and here you go, it's I Can Only Imagine.
Okay, look at
Something
that.
to that effect.
Something like that.
Yeah, I delivered it better.
Well,
there.
you know.
So nicely done. You clean swept that.
Thank you very much.
Which means we get to move on to the next round of this, which means you are going to get to play a song.
No.
I didn't tell you that. If you had failed, I was not going to let you play your song. But
Go.
you did so well, we're going to have you do your song, God is Good, and we're going to have you do it live, which I really love. We haven't done this with anyone in a while.
Ooh, I'm excited.
This will feel really good. Now, how did this come about? Did they go, oh, we like that song, let's use the song and put Fran in the movie? Or did they have Franny in the movie and they're like, oh, well, you write songs too. You got anything good for the movie?
It was basically that. So we get through most of filming and no one said anything to me about a song, which I'm fine with, but I was like, I wonder what they think about that. And then like one of the last days of filming, the director was like, hey, how do you feel about maybe like writing a song for this, scene? And he explained the type of song he was looking for. And it was like very specific. And I said, I honestly think I might have something that I at least want you to listen to. So I wrote this song, recorded it, mixed, mastered, like it was ready to go for the last album. And when it came down to it, I felt like it didn't fit and it wasn't supposed to go on that record and we were supposed to save it. And it was one of those hard decisions of like, but I love this song. I don't want to wait, We wrote it for a friend who had lost his wife and just gone through something really difficult and really wanted to uplift him and just remind him and us that when, no matter what we go through, God is good. And so I had just been sitting on this song for like 3 or 4 years. And so I played it for our director, Vance, and he was like, Brady, this song's perfect. It's exactly what it needs to be. And I really had no expectations that he would actually use it. But it's in the film. It's the little montage scene. There's like 2 minutes of the song in the film. And
oh, cool. So it's actually in the film, not in the credits.
yeah, it's actually in the film.
That's how you know you made it.
That's right. And so I wanted it to be the first, song kind of for this new season anyway. So the timing just worked out so perfectly. And
really cool.
When God does those things, it's cool.
Well, I'm excited. The song is called God is Good. It's in the movie God's Not Dead, We the People. And this is a little bit of pressure because you are performing this live now. You have not performed this song yet live, correct? With your guitarist?
That's right. This is going to be our first time.
All right. No pressure here, bro, but don't mess her up because she's...
It's all on you, Toby.
Yeah, Toby, this don't make this go south because she's responsible for one of my favorite moments on this show when you were singing He Is Here with your daughter in your lap and she was like cooing and stuff. Like it was like magic, okay?
I know. It was so sweet.
God with us, He meant you and you're here.
We don't have anything to sit on your lap, so you're just gonna have to knock this out.
I mean, there's a baby in here. But
Not again?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Wait, did you seriously not know that?
No, I didn't. Now I got to stand up and look. No, I didn't know. And certainly, even if I knew, I wouldn't have said anything.
Well, good. That's good.
I'm not stupid.
That
I've
was good.
been to that rodeo before. All right, so here we go. This is congratulations.
Thank you.
Francesca Battistelli, live version of God is Good.
Third grade, I drew my dreams on a blank page. My own silver screen painted sun, never rain, and love without pain. It's funny that life I designed never turned out like I had in mind. Had some highs hit the ground, some ups that went down, but one thing that I figured out: joy comes and tears fall. I'm learning there's beauty in it all. It's not hard to find it, you just have to look. Oh, God is good. I've said hellos and goodbyes, and I've held my friends while they've cried, tasted bitter and sweet. Those moments between, oh, He's had His hand on everything. Joy comes, tears fall. I'm learning there's beauty in it all. It's not hard to find it, you just have to look. Oh, God is good. We're all young, then we're old. Kids have kids of their own, and the days just keep moving, moving. If there's one thing I know true, wherever I go, He is with me forever through it all. Joy comes, tears fall. I'm learning there's beauty in it all. Joy comes, tears fall, but I'm learning there's beauty in it all. It's not hard to find it, you just have to look. Oh, God is good. Oh, God is good.
Oh, man. Dadgum, speaking of good, Franny's good too. Like, that is amazing. Nicely done, girl.
Thank you so much.
Seriously, one of my favorite voices. That was amazing. Now, you obviously get all the credit here, but I want to help Toby out for just a split second. Because, Toby, you did not mess her up. Nicely done.
Good job, Toby. That was beautiful.
And no one ever like gives the accompanist, the guitarist, a little bit of props here. In the bridge, like towards the end of the bridge, you do this really cool rundown. I'm going to give you a minute to just do that. We're going to enjoy Toby's lick now, okay? Give me that lick down at the end there, okay?
This is what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
In the moment, you just go for it. Because,
Yeah.
all right, this feels right.
It was absolutely beautiful, Toby. I respect you and I appreciate you. Franny, you were the best. We appreciate you coming in and sharing your song. God is Good. That's the song. The movie is God's Not Dead. We the People. You can see her doing her thing, acting and performing in that as well.